Request.User returns a SimpleLazyObject. How do I wake it? I have the following method, which is called from a view. As you can see, the _attempt method expects actor to be type django-contrib.auth.models.user, however the object appears to be of type django.utils.functional.SimpleLazyObject. Why is this so? And more importantly, how can I convert the lazy object, which apparently is a kind of wrapper for a user object, into a user object? More info on Request.User is available here. This URL, this documentation seems to indicate the Request.User should be a user object. Post edit ========================================================================================================================I've I'm passing a user, however the if condition is still true, actor is still a lazy object. Why is this so?
See my answer on a similar question. Django lazy loads Request.User so that it can be either user or anonymous user depending on the authentication state. It only wakes up and returns the appropriate class when an attribute is accessed on it. Unfortunately, _class_ doesn't count because that's a primitive class attribute. There's occasions where you might need to know that this is actually a SimpleLazyObject type, and therefore it would be wrong to proxy it onto user or anonymous user. Long and short, you simply can't do this comparison as you have it. But, what are you really trying to achieve here? If you're trying to check if it's a user or anonymous user, there's Request.User is _authenticated for that, for example. As a general rule though, you shouldn't abuse duck typing. A parameter should always be a particularly type or subtype, user or user subclass, even though it doesn't have to be. Otherwise, you end up with confusing and brittle code.
This should do it. I had to write this so I could add a user to the session dictionary. SimpleLazyObjects are not pickable. Then you use user instead of Request.User. This is similar to a star33's answer, but a one-liner is nicer for converting the object.
For anyone wanting to write a failing small unidist for your code, you can generate a wrapped user and stuff it inside a request. See this URL for current tests on the lazy objects. This URL for latest info on the request factory.
This might be helpful to others and a bit cleaner. The Python method isInstance class returns if the SimpleLazyObjects contained instance is of the provided class.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.